Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. I am in the book section of Walmart and looking for a book to stimulate my mind and keep my brain going. And I found a book called The Survivors. And when I saw this book, I was instantly reminded of the Moscow, Idaho case, right? Bryan Kohberger arrested in connection with the brutal stabbings of 4 innocent college students during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. The Survivors. Now, when I hear The Survivors, what do I think about? Well, I think about Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funke, 2 of the surviving roommates in the home. But while I was in here looking for books, I'm also brainstorming scenarios with Bryan Kohberger's case, right? He's going to have future court proceedings. And the big question is, will he go to trial or not? And I'm assuming at this point he probably will go to trial unless the prosecution and the defense come up with a plea bargain, maybe to take the DP off the table. You know what the DP stands for. Maybe take that off the table and then Bryan pleads guilty. But if the prosecution has that DP hanging over Bryan Kohberger's head and saying that he's not going to stop, the prosecutor's going to pursue the DP, now I wonder about Bryan Kohberger going to trial. The Survivors, right? Dylan Mortensen, a witness, right? She is a witness in this case. According to the affidavit of probable cause, she is known as DM, a surviving witness. Now, the question is, if Bryan does go to trial, will the prosecution bring Dylan Mortensen on the stand as a witness? And I've already made some videos assuming that's true. But say the prosecution doesn't. Bryan Kohberger has the right, the Sixth Amendment right, to confront witnesses with this case. The Constitution clearly says it. Sixth Amendment right to confront a witness. And Dylan Mortensen is a witness for sure. This is a little bit of information about the Sixth Amendment. The right to confront witness, according to Cornell Law School. The Sixth Amendment provides that a person accused of a crime has the right to confront a witness against him or her in a criminal action. This includes the right to be present at the trial, as well as the right to cross-examine the prosecution's witness. Sixth Amendment, right to confront witness. Now, Bryan doesn't have to bring Dylan Mortensen on the stand. I'm not sure if Bryan Kohberger has the right to bring Bethany Funke on the stand. I say that because the affidavit of probable cause says that Bethany was downstairs. She didn't see Bryan Kohberger like Dylan Mortensen did. So I don't think I don't think Bryan has the right, the Sixth Amendment right, to bring Bethany on the stand, but for sure he has the right to bring Dylan Mortensen. Will he or will he not? That remains to be seen. I'm thinking far ahead, but there could be a lot of things that transpire in the meantime. I'm assuming it's going to go to trial. Maybe Ann Taylor, the public defender that is representing Bryan Kohberger, this is her big bread and butter case, and she wants to take it as far as she can take it. Does she really have Bryan's interests at heart? Do you think that, or do you think this is just a case where? What is your thoughts? What is your thoughts? But this book, The Survivors. Now, maybe instead of getting The Survivors, and I'm most likely not going to get this book, I'll put it back here. Maybe I'll get some puzzles, right? Puzzles are good. Sudoku, mental challenges. We got a variety of puzzles. They got a lot of good stuff here at Walmart, and I do a lot of these things. I don't know if you guys do. It's a little bit of old-fashioned, but it's still good, Sometimes when I'm sitting at an airport and I get a pen and pencil out and I fill these books out. Sudoku, crossword puzzles, I like these kind of stuff. It's good for your mind. It keeps it going. We want to keep our minds sharp. And another thing that I enjoy doing is studying law. And that's why the Kohberger Idaho 4 case is very inspiring to me to understand the process and what it's like a game of checkers and chess that are going to be played back and forth with one another between the prosecution side of the case and Bryan Kohberger's side of the case, and you know which side will fold, if at all, or how far is this going to go. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. What's your thoughts about Bryan Kohberger's right to confront the witness? What's your thoughts about books in general? Books are great. Look, they got a big variety of books at Walmart still. People still read books. It's not just electronic books over the internet. People actually still read books, and I do all the time. You know, kids' books. You know, it's a good parenting. You read your kids' books, whatnot. So, love the books. Love Walmart. Everyone be safe. Justice for the victims and their families. God bless.